Alright boys, let's be real. An experienced Tarkov player at the beginning of a Tarkov wipe, they're not going to labs. They're not making this place their home and trying to run back to back to get the best loot possible so that they can have as many rubles as possible. They're not getting that red key card, running into that room before anybody else can, stuffing all the loot into their secured container. They're not training up their skills so that they can get to unfair spots on maps like customs while all the noobs are still running around doing quests. And even though the spots are broken and they're fun to get to, there's one thing that matters: the Kappa container. This 3x4 secured container is the biggest one in the game, and it makes sure that anything that is within these spots when you die on a PMC gets to go back to you and your stash. In addition to completing most of the quests within the game, there are various streamer items that also need to be collected in order to obtain your Kappa. At this point in the wipe, I had gathered everything, but I still needed the old fire steel, the antique book, and Sacriel's tea. This was my 3 days of trying to grab all of these items. This was my quest for Kappa. So I know I said that you don't run labs very often, but at this point, if you need a fire steel, the best place to find it is on labs on this table. And despite what the game will tell you, labs is not easy. It's where all the chads go to bring their best gear and have fun slaying the noobs. And don't get me wrong, in the past I've had some pretty ridiculous labs plays. But this isn't one of them, 'cause that's me. I'm running this AK over here trying to sprint to that table as fast as possible, getting slayed by Toothy TV, who is a genuinely really good player. So with 90% of the players that you're running into on this map looking like this, it doesn't make it very fun to come in with a light kit trying to just run to the table. And the reason it's not the most fun thing is because in order to even get into the map, you're looking at buying one of these. And they're not cheap. And I mean, you're looking at 400,000 rubles at least for every single death. And trust me, it's labs, there's a lot of death. I thought I saw someone in there.
Yep, he was behind, came out, I'm dead.
Just annihilated me too, dude. Okay.
I'm dead?
Yeah, we both died. But it's okay, because eventually...
We're gonna get the stupid fire steel right now. Right here, I got it. I ran up the wrong stairs, but I got it. It's gonna be here. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's gonna be here. Don't fucking... You stay back. I got it! Get me the fuck out of here!
Don't you dare fucking kill me. I died, I'll be safe, like,
No, sir. Oh, no. There's multiple. Yep, it's the item that I'm trying to get out with.
And I made it out.
Look at this Chad. This guy right here, this one, you're gonna have a Kappa soon. Kappa container. Remember, it's the thing that gives me the extra 3 slots and made you go, that's it? That's all it was for? Yeah, that thing.
And just like that, fire steel crossed off the list.
I'm gonna go to customs after this and fucking just hit a bunch of safes.
So that's what I did. For those of you who don't know, books can commonly be found in safes. And with customs dorms having safes in all of these rooms, I figured that would be the best place to go for it. As well as the 5 safes on customs, it also has these buried ground stashes that have a small chance of providing streamer items, like this Veritas guitar pick, or a fire steel that I found 2 raids after I found my first one on labs. So we were gonna run customs until we found that book in a safe or in a stash. It was gonna get done. And truthfully, the antique book is not incredibly rare. It's pretty common to find them in safes. I think Pestily said it's about a 10% chance. So I was pretty pumped to find that, you know, getting that book isn't actually that hard. But as some of you may know, sometimes it's not getting the loot in Tarkov. It's surviving with the loot in Tarkov.
I hate everything.
But it's alright, because like I said, the book itself is not that uncommon.
Ah, there it is. Let's go.
I just needed to escape with the book, get the found in raid status, and make sure no players killed me on the way out. I ran into this guy and decided to play it a little bit patiently, and I waited for my time to jump to absolutely maximize my ability to survive this raid.
What? Oh, that hurts. You're joking me, actually.
Because apparently the Alton can take mortar strikes when someone else is wearing it, but if a seagull shits on my head while I'm wearing one, then I die immediately. But I mean, hey, sometimes you decide that you're just gonna have some fun. Do a scav run or two. And Tarkov decides to be nice to you. Rather than taking it slow and playing cautiously until I extracted, I pulled the strategy where somebody gets home with groceries. And there's nothing wrong with that. You run upstairs, you eat a couple snacks, but then suddenly you're 1 Oreo away from missing the game because you were 4 seconds off. But nonetheless, we got the book, we made it out, and there was only 1 item left. Look at this thing. It's taunting me. It's all pointing at me. It knows the problem it's about to bring. And I set myself up for failure.
Just hit a bunch of safes. I really hope I don't just, you know. If I can't find the T and that's the thing that kills me, I'm seriously going to be so sad.
And sad I was, because other than this crate on customs, the only other place that you're going to find a bunch of these crates all stacked on top of one another is Reserve. And unpopular opinion, but Reserve is kind of annoying. And don't get me wrong, I know what you're probably thinking. Like, how could you possibly not enjoy Reserve? You know, you can get Gluhar, you can spawn all the raiders if you hit the button, you can find a graphics card within a couple feet of your spawn. Like, this is the best map ever, man. Well, let me tell you. Well, for one, you know, raiders on this map turn into ghosts. They can spawn basically anywhere, and I mean anywhere.
Okay.
And this siren is just too loud. They need to tweak it. They need to turn it down because, God forbid, it's 2 a.m. and you decide to do a quick scav run before bed and you have to go to sleep with bleeding ears because you spawned right next to the thing. And I feel like this is one of the very rare times I was able to find players anywhere that isn't in one of the common spots. And, you know, by common spots, I mean this tower, these tunnels, this door, up at this dome, dropping down into this room, or already being dead somewhere around there. And that's just frustrating because I like running around, I like being aggressive, and I feel like I can't find anybody on Reserve unless they're in one of those spots.
I just wasted him. Killed another one.
If I had known that the T was going to take me as long as it did, I would have kept count of the amount of boxes I opened down in these tunnels. But I couldn't find it, and you'll just have to take my word for it. I probably searched 100 of these food crates trying to find it. And I finally found one.
my god, there it is. I gotta get out.
It made it that much worse when I was sitting in this building trying to get out, gonna go through the manhole, and suddenly this guy opens the door.
Oh my god.
Anytime you see a guy with an Alton open a door, you're immediately scared, but at least I had an SR-25 with M61 to put him down. But this guy was super geared, so that means that suddenly I'm feeling very greedy and I wanted to get to the top rather than go through the manhole. I was going to take the extract that required the paracord and the Red Rebel.
Please.
Remember when I said reserve is just annoying? But the very next raid, why does that chain link fence stop bullets? Why? I was just trying to get enough XP to leave the raid. I just wanted a simple headshot. The chain link fence stopped it, so I figure if I kill this scav, grab his gear, that'll be enough XP to just leave the game and grab my Kappa container. We'd be done with it. But we got healed up, ran all the way through the back of the fields, and we made it out. Gotta love the dome snipers. But we got it. We got out. We got the Kappa. We had kind of fun doing it. And for the second wipe in a row, I had the biggest secured container in the game. I had a blast doing it, and I think next wipe I might even try it on a hardcore account. Seems like a fun challenge and something that would probably change the dynamic of Tarkov a lot. Please leave a comment. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know any feedback that you might have. And if you're interested, I also stream on Twitch pretty consistently. I'll have the link to my stream down below. I'm building a cool community over there, and I can't wait to see, kind of what it develops into. I appreciate y'all, and hope you enjoyed the video.